This is my 1951 Kohler Wellworth, and it is the highest water consumer in my collection, using a whopping 7 gallons per flush. Now there is no marked water line, so I just set it to how it flushes well. And I'll show you guys a flush and then I'll do the tests. This is a very good toilet in my opinion. I'm going to see how it does compared to the 1962 Wellworth over there. I think it does a little bit better on the dirt, but I'm not quite sure how it performs since I've never tested it. But I'll try a washcloth first. I'm 99.9% sure it's going to take this because pretty much every toilet in my collection can. I don't even need to fill it up all the way. Took it effortlessly, on less than the normal water consumption. So, next test is a grocery bag. Now once again, I'm pretty sure it can take this. I mean, I'd be disappointed if 7 gallons of water wasn't enough to take a bag. So, once that thing fills up, I'll test it. And another thing I've noticed about these Wellworths, even up until the 1980s Wellworths, is that they have this all brass handle here, but the one metal screw in the middle that makes you have to destroy the handle to get it out. And that's why I have not removed this one. Because this handle is 80 years old, and I would hate to have to destroy it to get it out. So I'm just going to leave it in there. And it's almost done filling, so here is a grocery bag. Now, I don't know what to say about that because it aired up quite a lot, making it so it couldn't pass through the trapway opening. I won't call it a fail, that's for sure, but I'll let you guys decide whether that was a pass or not. So, now for the dish towel. Once again, the 1962 Wellworth passed this, so I think this will be able to do it. And another thing I really like about this toilet is that it has the octagon base. It looks very classic, and I really like that. The bowl for this tank is over there. That's the one from 1940, but as you might remember, I cracked the original tank for the 1951 bowl. So it is almost done filling, and then I'll give it a flush. Let's see if it'll pass. I'm a bit disappointed. It's stuck right about here. The hole in there is about this big. It gets really narrow here for some reason. I saw that when I dissected the one I had from 1945. So I'm just gonna pull this out through the bottom. Another thing I noticed is it's a little uneven in the trapway opening. I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a bump that comes out right there. And then there's this glazed bubbles over here. So I'm going to add a little bit of water to the bowl, and then I'll do a dirt test. So this is about the same amount of dirt I used on the 1962 Wellworth. Putting it around in the same place. And I want to take these out from under it so they don't get covered in dirt, because that happened last time and it was kind of annoying. So let's see if it can pass this. Well, it appears to have taken all the dirt. It just left a couple rocks. So, and some sand. So I'd say that did really well. For 7 gallons, I think it could do better, but it did pretty well. So I prefer this one to the 1962 Wellworth purely for that reason. The performance is not as good, but it's similar. I actually forgot to do a washcloth in a grocery bag, so I'll do that now, but I'll just see how this performs on this test. Yeah, and then that'll be it for the video. So once I lay these out, I really don't want this to be full of air because that's what made it fail last time. Some water in the bowl. Now that was disappointing. I don't know what it did there, but it looked like it didn't even get it past the opening. It just kind of floated around. So, I'm not impressed. I'd say this is a great toilet, but it should do better considering how much water it uses. That's a 7-gallon tank right there. So, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. It helps my channel a lot and I really appreciate it. See you next time.